Why, hello there, my fellow space farmers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mars First Logistics, Episode 4, Potato. Let's deliver potatoes for a curved 2x2 flipped. And also, you know, potato, oh, they're loose. I'm thinking. All right, drawing board. Fudge. First off, fudge. What parts do I have to be able to deal with loose potatoes? Probably these plates. And Bit 101, thank you for the raid. You were playing Core Keeper. Oh, cool. How did it go today? Well, I hope. You built all the things, so you beat Core Keeper then? Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to make a sealed scoop of sorts. I'm just trying to think of, so I'll probably attach the sealed scoop on the back, because the front now has the rocket part. So let's start to design some sort of scoop system. So if I take a look at the parts, I might need to buy parts for this. I do have a 5x3 plate, which I think could be part of the scoop. Yeah. So... And here's the new wedge part, which allows me to angle things, 45 degrees, I guess. These are one of the missions, so I'll buy one more 5x3 plate, because I think we're going to need 2 at least. And it's good that I have 2 servo motors, because I think we're going to do like a cupping bucket thing, maybe. So let me think about this a little bit. I'm going to have to do some proof of concepts here. I was not prepared to pick up loose potatoes. But I am not one to shy away from a challenge I'm ill-prepared for. So this is not going to work. It's just a proof of concept. Of like, scooping potatoes or something like that, right? I can use them as a scoop. Now the thing is, like, they're, if I scoop like that, obviously they need to be spread out a bit more and probably rotated. But if I scoop like that, there's a high likelihood that the potatoes go free, right? When I'm flying around. So I'm going to want some sort of mechanism to stop them from being loose once captured. But right now, the idea is to sort of scoop pints, right? And then I have them. So the other thing I could do is to design a bucket so that once I scoop it like this, I can use an arm crane to like dump it in a bucket on the rover. So let me explore that concept. I've not built a rover like this before, but that intrigues me a little bit. So that would be... Here, I'm going to move the scooping pincer arms like elsewhere for now, so that I can design a system that allows me to like dump. Unfortunately, I think that's going to require another servo motor, and I don't think that there's a way for me to avoid buying another one. I could deliver them one by one, but that might be... I'd rather tackle the challenge of doing them all at once, personally. So the other thing I could do is to use a claw to, yeah, I'm gonna actually redesign this a little bit in my head. So instead, what I think I'm gonna do is try to build a box, or the closest equivalent to a box that I can get, and then use a claw system to be able to dump them in a box, and then to use a hinge to close the box once I'm done. And there are other missions that require you to move loose items. So this design will be useful later on too, I think. So right now I'm just moving the engines a little bit more forward so they're less in the way. And then we're gonna like full jank this box. I think potatoes aren't gonna slip out from where the engines are. So then the box really just has to seal in this direction. Like... And I'm just going to use the parts that I currently own to try to minimize the amount of purchase. Because I think that, like, these hooks in this configuration will stop the potatoes from, like, dumping out the side. Right? And then what I need is some sort of arm to close the whole thing, to close a lid once we are done. Something akin to this. But lower, maybe? But, like, as a proof of concept, just to show you. Right? I'll be able to, like... Once it's configured correctly. It's not currently. But once it's configured correctly, this will allow me to, like, close the lid. Once we have the potatoes obtained. And I can load them in one by one, and then, like, put them in this bin. So, how to do a better lid system? Maybe like this. I would say that is some... That's some lid right there. Once the potatoes are in the payload, I even deliver them cooked. I mean, look where my rockets are. We're gonna have baked potatoes once I'm done. Oh, yet another raid. Hot damn. Hot damn. Welcome. I'm guessing today more music, because last time it was music. But thank you. Welcome to my jankiest engineering stream. I appreciate you and your raiders. I'll even, given the double back-to-back raids, I'll go pink for the hype. So, to fill everybody in, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to deliver these 3 potatoes 5 kilometers away. So, I'm designing a scoop and box lid system. As best as I can on budget. And this is my little scoopy boxy so far. So the next thing is I need a way to pick up the potatoes and to dump them in, right? So that's what I'll work on now, which is obviously going to be some sort of servo motor, and a servo motor that goes in a somewhat like a vertical alignment. Like, I mean, it's not gonna be this, but I'm just demoing. I need one more hub. Obviously, this thing isn't going to pincer anything. But you can imagine if these claws were pincering. And Soulstone, thank you for the resub. It would look like something like this. So then I grab the potatoes and I dump them into the bin. I might want to raise the height of that dump crane by 1 so that they don't clip. Because it was clipping poorly. I'm spending the monies now. Right, because then this will allow me to really release it into the bin. And then once it's all done, I can use this back arm as a way to enclose the whole shebang. You know, if I put like a plate there or something like that. So once I have all the potatoes loaded up, I can then... close them all in. Well, okay. There's going to be some clipping here. But close them all in. So they can't escape. The trouble is I don't know how I'm supposed to deliver them, but the good thing is once I'm there, I can always just redesign the craft around it. So, you know, it's semi-functional. Yeah. So I think what I want to do is this arm back here, I'm going to make out of spacers instead, so that it's not as long as it was. So let me see if that is about the right... So, yeah, that's better. Oh, no, it's not better. Well, it depends on how this encloses. Because if I can have more back wall, that might be fine. There might be a way for me to move the rocket up instead. I don't think I own half spacers though. No, half spacers is something like I eventually unlock, but for now I'm stuck with what I've got. So yeah, not that. I guess I'll make it a little bit longer. Because then it's, like, more secure, I think. Alright. So the last part is building that reverse gripping arm. This one. Because that, the way I had it set up now, that's not going to grab anything. So, hydraulic cylinders are obviously going to be the answer to that. And I think what I'll do is I'll add 2 degrees of motion to it. This is probably too wide. That's the other thing, is I'm grabbing potatoes. So I'm going to need it more narrow than that, I just realized. I need it to come to like a full grip rather than a partial, because I need to be able to grab things that are like the smallest unit possible. So let me redesign that. But yeah, that's sort of the concept. And what I could do is I can actually, if I don't have to extend it off the back... Well, let me try this first. If I don't have to extend this off the back... yeah, so that's right about the right length to be able to dump it in. Because the concept is I want to be able to, like, drive back, grab the potato, and dump it in the bin. Yeah, I like this proof of concept a lot. So this... here... needs to change a little bit. But I am very much running out of parts, which is the concern. I'm trying to think of, well, let me save this for now. Into slot 18. And then if I take a look, derive inspiration from maybe the crate carrier? Well, no, the crate carrier doesn't even go to 0, but something like the crate carrier. Yeah. Okay. Because I could buy another servo for like a pince, but I want to avoid that. So one way to go about it is to have one half of the grabbing crane be static and the other half be variable. I'm just trying to like envision what that would look like. I think what that would look like... like if this here was at a static distance, and then I had, man, the parts. As you can see, I'm, oh. I'll buy a hub. I'm doing a really poor job of designing this. Something like this. Nope, that clips. But yeah, that's roughly the idea. I just need a little bit more space. And then that will be able to grab, like, even the smallest of objects, more or less. I am using these hubs up. Because then there's two hydraulic pincers that, you know, give me a wider degree of accuracy. Oh, and this is too close. But you get the idea. So I can grab, you know, whatever I want. In fact, it might even not be all that necessary to even have, like this might work, as stupid as that looks. Let me try it, just as, like, proof of concept. Well, it clips into the tire. So if it didn't clip into the tire, that might work. So let's fix the tires then. It's going to worsen my wheelbase, but I'll manage. If I need to make it longer, I can also make the truck longer. All right, so here's some attempt. Grabbing my spuds. Yeah, that tire's still in the way, isn't it? Because the arms go further out than I had originally planned for. Okay, drawing board again. So this here doesn't, this part of the arm does not work. It should be, the pincer arm should be over here for, yeah. The other thing I could do is to have the piston run off of the static part, which might help more. I'm just worried about it not having the reach. So this is another janky proof of concept. But yeah, ultimately this might even function better. Oh, hub. Buy another hub. Yeah, it might function better. The one issue that I actually see with this is it won't dump properly. Yeah, there we go. All right, maybe this. And this isn't the final iteration because I don't have anything that blocks the potatoes from falling out the back. Because that would be the last part of the project. This is just testing whether it can dump it all. So I am getting other clipping issues because, of course I am. I'm going to have to build that at an angle, I think, like a 45-degree angle outwards. Which, fortunately, I have the parts for now, because you guys had me get the wedge. So I'm going to copy this. Use that wedge piece. Paste it. And then ignore the fact that it doesn't complete a good lock. Maybe I'll even just like push it up against like a bumper or something. Any piece that goes in this position. Or maybe not even. Let me just see if I can't grab it as is. This might be just fine. feel like the people that design like harvesters, like farming harvesters, need like a big round of applause for having actual functional machines that do such specialized work that, you know, aren't janky like my jank. I mean, if it operates like a... Oh, no. It worked. It worked once. But it needs to work 3 times. And that's not great. Maybe I could go for a scoop? Do you think a scoop would... You know, a scoop might work better. Because the pincer doesn't really work all that well, but a scoop might work better. Is it big enough for 3 potatoes? I can always enlarge it. Once I have, like, the collection method down, I can make it larger as needed. So I'm going to buy another servo motor. I really do think that that's going to be the answer here. Because what I can do is I can just servo a claw to grab things with far better dexterity than my clunky nonsense that I had going on earlier. As you will see. Okay. This is what I was trying to avoid buying the servo motor, but like obviously this is a way better system than what I had going on earlier. Because now I can actually kind of pick them up and put them where I want. Well, I could if I didn't suck at this game. But you can imagine that this is, you know, slightly more functional. Come on, potato. I think the other gripping hands might be better suited for potatoes. I mean, I can grab them and obviously deposit them. Oh. But I think the other ones are easier to manage, these guys. Because they're just sort of custom designed for grabbing better. Although that kind of pincer might not work in... Okay, hold up. I don't know if there's enough room is the issue, so I'm going to have to put them on, like, sticks. Which means that this might end up being too long. And that's going to be too short. 1 second. Just brainchilding this a little bit. Oh my god, my hub usage. It's out of control. Alright. This is my potato grabber now. These things... These types of arms are way more grippy than the other ones, the pincers. The pincers just weren't cutting it. That was pretty effortless. Then the sketchy part is the dumping. Because of clipping problems. So I might need to make the, well, I got one. I might need to make the bucket bigger. Or wider to fit more potatoes, but let me see if I can't. Okay, so they do fall out the back. Yeah, so I'll make this bucket a little bit wider. Which actually might save me parts in the long run. Oddly. But the bucket idea did work out pretty well. So the only thing I have to worry about is to not clip into the wheels. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. So I wanted to leave what I had originally done, so that I know that I've gone wider. Oh, why is it... Stupid attachment point is all wrong. Fine, I'll rebuild it. In fact... Oh, well. Maybe like that? Really depends if potatoes can fall out of there or not. And I'm almost out of funds. Okay, so the bucket's wider. This piece, this flat carrier piece, maybe like that instead. And then I want something to stop it from just like straight up rolling out of the back. The problem with stopping it from straight up rolling out of the back is that I don't want the collection arm to clip into it. So I'm going to need to make the collection arm higher. Actually, it's actually pretty easy to do. I just need to do that. Copy that. And now the collection arm won't clip into the back of the container and be able to dump, I think. So put some garbage back there so it can't fall at the back. And let's see if this functions. Maximum jank. Alright, potatoes. I'm coming for you. I still have my rockets, right? Yeah, I still have my rockets. I wouldn't want to, like, bother collecting all the potatoes and be like, oh, okay, and then we're driving 5 kilometers. Huh? We got one. The other thing is, like, if there's not enough room for 3, I can just hold on to the last potato into the gripping arms. Worst case. I'd rather have it contained, because I went to the effort of building a proper container. But worst case scenario, I could just grab it and roll. This thing looks so crippled. You know, if it's crippled and it works, it's flawed design, I guess. But I'll go with crippled. It's fine. Come on. Let there be enough room. Oh, I think it's good. You ain't going nowhere. Oh, oh yeah. What's up? Y'all are red with envy. All right, here we go. Delivery time. Wait, engine. Here we go. This mountain's a little sketchy. Up and away! Ye of little faith doubted me. Heretics, you're all heretics. This design is amazing. Oh, time to land. No, not like this. Well, the thing is, I can always... Oh, you know what? I have another trick up my sleeve. I can always reset and then scoop the potatoes back up again. Or just rocket blast to try to free myself. Let's see. I will be free! Hang on. No. Come on, little crab legs. Yeah! Passed with flying colors. I feel like this craft kind of looks like a face hugger. Especially given that I've painted most of it red. It looks very yeah. Come on. Hi, Habitat. Here's your turds. I mean, spuds. Yeah! Oh, we got refunded for the parts we bought, and we picked up the curved 2x2 flipped. Yep. It's not much of a trophy, but, you know, whatever. Let's save this design, because I spent so much time on it. And I'm proud of it. It was a beautiful potato box. All right, what are we doing now? Main contract or side contract. My side jobs are an oxygen tank for a 3x4 panel, a random crate, a short ladder, paint, curved 2x4 flipped. Those are the sides. And you guys can ultimately decide whether I try to deliver ore or do a side job. All right, looks like Maine is going to win by a vote. So iron ore will accept. All right, before let's go ahead and where's my rocket sled? This is the rocket sled? Yep. Oh, rocket sled, yeah, with the little... You know what? I have a good idea. I might as well have the servo be functional. Yeah, there we go. Not everyone can say that they have a spoiler that spins. Yeehaw! That's right. All right, the closest point to the ore is actually pretty close. It's maybe one of these, maybe the laboratory. And then I'm going to want to go to the radio tower first because I'm going to be out of network as soon as I get over there. We're going to be delivering the iron ore. So now I have the spoiler in the little drag mode, right? It's the aerodynamic mode. Driving's for losers. Look at this thing fly. You love that this is a physics game and I violate physics so tremendously? Oh, absolutely. All right, so the iron ore is in that tube down there, and I'm delivering it here at the robot factory. Time to eat. Crunch. Okay, now that I'm down there, I'm gonna make myself an ore hauler. So this is the blueprint that the game gives you in order to haul ore, and I'll just use it, because don't need to reinvent the wheel in this instance. This thing is custom designed for this purpose. So widen it, lower it, grab it, pick it up, and we're good to go. Oh, I didn't know which way it was forward. Apparently, forward is that way. I almost drove right back into the hole. Not too hard, was it? Next contract is to deliver a robot. All right, so what am I doing? Main or sides? So we have the robot, which pays 200. We have the umbrella contract and the crate of apples contract, which, so just to fill you in, these main contracts, each one leads to like a major project. So one is, you know, continuing into one sort of path lets you build like a final project. And the sides offered is a crate, short ladder, both for just pay, paint for a panel, potted plant for a curved section, and a step ladder for a panel, and then a watering can. Looks like you guys are going to want to do a side. All right, so I'm going to select the 5x2 panel. That sounds like a nice big panel, and we're going to deliver paint. All right, before I actually do the paint, I'm going to want to unlock some radio towers nearby, because we'll be out of radar. So that is 2 kilometers this way. And luckily, I have a rocket sled that lets me get to these points of interest in no time at all. Are there infinite side quests? I don't think so, but I think it's like more than you probably will tolerate doing. Okay, there we go. Thank you for tuning in to Mars First Logistics, which originally streamed live on Twitch June 27th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community on Discord, a link can be found in the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.